Hello, everyone. Boone here. Welcome back to Boone Builds. I am in the live chat studio here with Carl Merriam and Michael Mike. I love how your thing says Michael Mike Psiaki. Let's see who we got. How you guys doing today?
Great. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm also doing great. It's great to be here. It's great to be here with all these great dudes. And I love to talk about Lego. I assume that's what we're talking about.
Wait,
I think
is this a Lego show?
I'm pretty sure that's what we're talking about.
Oh boy.
I hope I did not call into Carl's silly organ show. I've had enough of that.
Here's the deal. So Carl, Mike, you guys have just announced 2 days ago. Well, was it announced 2 days ago? The haunted house. I'm going to share a picture about this. I don't know if I'm allowed to share these pictures or not, but I found them on the internet, so I'm assuming they're out there. That's not even the best picture. Check out this one. Here we go. Where am I? Look at this. Oh my gosh, Isn't that beautiful? It's like, have you guys seen this one?
I was actually there when they were taking this one.
Where were you when this picture was taken, Carl? Where are you? To the left?
I think around the corner. If you look right back in the back corner, right somewhere over there.
Now here's the deal: people can go anywhere on YouTube or pretty much anywhere online, including this. I found this on what is this called? bloodydisgusting.com.
Yes.
I don't know what else is there, so I can't recommend them. But that's where I found this stuff. But here's the deal. Anyone can go anywhere online and figure out the stuff that anyone can figure out anywhere online. And challenge me on that logic, if you will. But in this video, I'm not interested in any of the Joshua Hanlon fluff. What's your favorite color? How many parts does it have? We are going to hit the hard-hitting questions. First of all, is Baron von Baron still alive? Now, Carl, I see you've got a crazy get-up on today, but I know it's a ruse. Is Baron von Baron still alive? Where is he hiding? And are you or are you not using your connections to the Danish antiquities black market to funnel him resources?
Carl, we did not prepare correctly for this. Shut the call off. Hang up. Get out.
I gotta get on the phone here. We gotta get Boone shut down. Sorry. Hello.
Look, Lego building bricks are a fun toy for the whole family. Let's talk about that. We're
going to continue building.
Continue
developing Lego brand experiences
likeness
for adults and
or
children.
Any likeness that could be inspired by or based on members of the Von Baron family, family members of the Von Baron family, and or caricatures and or cartoons based on
any persons alive or dead.
Wow. So I can strike my question that was going to be, did you kill Tiago? I guess I won't ask that one, and I won't spell kill correctly either, because
well, I mean, if it's that way, it's not actually legally dead, just it's just metaphorically dead.
Just metaphorically dead. Okay, I did. I'm just kidding with you guys. You guys are awesome and hilarious, and I love you. And so let's just dive real quick into the set. It announced 2 days ago. You guys, you could tell that this was a labor of love from the video that you guys produced. Where did it all begin?
Well, first, what part of the video could you tell? What was the tip off that it was a labor of love for you?
Maybe the costumes.
What are you talking about?
Was the start, and just the spirit with which, Carl, you just smiled so much in that video. I could just tell.
He smiles every day.
No, actually, it was funny. I was trying to find a thumbnail image of you in the getup from that video smiling, and there was not a frame of that video where you smiled. You were so serious. You were so Baron von Baron. So maybe the real question is,
Wait, was there a question?
Yeah, I asked you the question and you dodged it. Where is the connection to this theme? It's clear you guys, you mentioned in the video, you love this theme, the adventurers, give me all the iterations of the theme and why do you guys love it?
I mean, for me, it was always it's so much cool stuff, like the ruby that I really need to get, and all the artifacts that I want to go steal from the different places. And just, I mean, I always loved sort of the whole Egyptian mythos, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just really, really fun. It's a really fun adventure to go on.
And were you interested in it from its original release?
Or
has it been something you?
I had quite a few of the sets as a kid or whatever, young adult. I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
I was 11 when Adventures came out in 1998, at least in the U.S. It was different in Europe. And I just remember being like, "Oh my lord, Lego made Indiana Jones." it was like there are guns, and there's a guy that looks like Indiana Jones, and there are mummies, and there are guns on trucks. Remember that? Remember that truck that had
the gun truck?
There was a biplane with printed or like decorated teeth on the front of it, and it was like something that I had always wanted, but I never knew that it was possible to make in Lego. You know, I think it's the same way when I first saw Lego Star Wars. It's like I always wanted this. This is always what I wanted to do with Lego, but I didn't realize it could be done to this level. And I think even with each successive release of the Adventurers line, like when they went to the jungle and then when they went to Dino Island, it just kept on getting cooler and cooler. So the characters themselves are amazing. Just, I can't think of a thing in that line that I don't like. Remember the gray crocodiles, the dark gray crocodiles? Remember seeing that as a kid? I mean, like, they made dark gray crocodiles so that they're stone crocodiles. That was, I'd never seen anything like that. I never thought that was even possible.
It's so fantastical.
Yeah, it was so fantastical. That new wheel that they made for the trucks. All right, I could just talk about everything that I love about.
So basically, the reason that Mike loves
it, 1,000 years,
every single piece that was in every set.
I'm not done listing the ones that I liked.
I like that 1x16.
The trapdoor element was introduced in Johnny Thunder.
It's incredible. I remember walking into a store and seeing those for the first time. You know, I feel like back then I was not aware in 1998 of how to know what was coming. I only experienced stuff that I saw on the shelves, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carl.
Me and Mike were talking about this all the time. Like, you have no idea what was coming. And so as a kid, like, I remember getting, a Lego set on my birthday or Christmas, and something I'd never seen before because I had no way to know, right? There's no connection to what was happening.
We actually got the Shop at Home catalog delivered to our house.
Okay.
And I have two older brothers, and we would like the catalog. I think in those days it came twice a year or something.
Yeah.
Does that sound right? I think it was twice a year, and we would just sit and go through the catalog and be amazed by everything in there. And then we go to the stores and see the box. And that was back in the day when, like, the catalog, you just saw one picture of the thing, so you couldn't really get an idea of what was going on. So you'd see it in the catalog, dream about it, and then go to the store and see the box and be able to turn it around and see the back, and maybe it'd even have a flap and you could open it up and look at the things inside. Oh man.
I remember the very first time I walked into, and I know exactly what store it is. I know which location it was. Like, if I went back home to where I grew up, I could go into that store and walk to the very aisle where I first saw the Adventurers, Lego products. And I had the exact same thought you did, Mike, was they've made Indiana Jones. And it blew me away. And I was a little older, and I won't say that I was like in a dark age, but I was buying very little new Lego. I was, I was still enjoying building at home. But it wasn't the stuff that I was asking. I was asking for, I don't know, black and white TVs, and mobile phones or something like that for my Christmas and birthdays. But I remember having that. I had to buy just one of those little, I don't know, it was probably like $6.99 at the time, with the little truck, because those wheels were so awesome. And it was a great little, sort of pre-built box for the middle of the truck, right? I thought it was wonderful. And the grill with the headlights, was that
Yeah.
Zen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
a piece.
That box piece that you're talking about for the truck is actually the seats in the elevator ride.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
It's a little Easter egg, a little trick.
Just take a little peek. You might be able to see it on one of the pictures.
Yeah.
Does that still, okay, let's see if we can see that. Is that still been in production this whole time, or?
Yeah, so the way it works with parts is you can have a part that is active in the Lego system, but it's not necessarily in any products.
Okay.
So just because it's not in any products doesn't mean it's not still available for use. And so there are some pieces like that truck chassis that kind of just sit around until someone decides that they want to put it in a set again. And it was actually, can I talk about this, Carl?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. I hope I don't get fired. As Niek, I can't say his last name because it's Dutch. Niek
Duco
van Slagmat used it in. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, in a hidden side set. I think there's pictures of it. I hope I don't get fired for this. Please don't fire me, Lego.
But it's out now. So
he brought it back. He brought it back in that set, and then we snuck it into this one as well. So
that's amazing. I'm amazed. I always find it really interesting to hear about those kinds of things about the product design, the product line, the parts palette. I find that stuff very interesting. I don't know if anyone else watching does. So let's get back to one of those hard-hitting questions. This is from an anonymous viewer.
Oh,
How
boy.
dare you?
It's you, isn't it?
Yeah, the anonymous viewer is me. How dare you is the question. Or maybe it's, how dare you?
Okay.
So where does that land with you? And what? No, I'm just kidding.
We do. Sorry, I do.
You do dare.
I do.
How dare you? How do we dare?
How did you do?
Double. We dare double.
Oh, that's good. That's a good response. All right. So let's look at can we look at I'll put up the box a little bit here. This is, so I'm still curious about.
Oh, nice.
Where did it start? Where the design process for this building? At what point did you know it was going to be a haunted house? At what point did you know it was going to have these connections to these old themes?
So
can you tell me about that?
When we first started, we knew we wanted to make a new set for the fairground collection, and we kind of looked at the different things we could do, and one of the things that came up was the haunted house. And so that was very early on, was we decided that we were going to go for a haunted house of some sort. And then we built a few with sort of walkthrough stuff and some other different types of functional things in there. And then I think it was Mike's idea to get a free fall ride in there. And do you remember why we started doing that?
Okay, now I'm gonna just make up the canon here because apparently
that's allowed.
In 2018, when we released the James Bond car, there was all this speculation on the internet about what the next fairground ride would be. And there was a picture. There's, I think, on the
It's on both, right? On the Ferris wheel and the carousel.
I think on the carousel in the background, there's a picture of a roller coaster, like not a Lego roller coaster, just
Yeah.
a silhouette of a roller coaster. And so people kind of thought, oh, that means there's a roller coaster coming. And then a roller coaster eventually did come out. And then in the roller coaster box, there's a drop tower in the background. And I remember Andres from Zusammengebaut asking us at the launch at something at the Lego house where we were signing boxes of the James Bond car, I think. Or were we signing Saturn V's, Carl? I don't remember.
It's probably Saturn V's. I think that's
we were there meeting fans, and we got to sign some boxes for people. I think it was Saturn V's. And he asked us, there's rumors about a drop tower. And I at the time I just thought that was so funny because there was no plans at all for a drop tower. We just put that on the box kind of as a joke. And so that was always just like sitting in the back of my mind, like, oh, we got to do a drop tower now.
Yeah. And so pretty early on when we made the haunted house, like different versions of the house itself, we started putting this sort of elevator that would go up and drop down. And then because there's also the ghost haunted house at Legoland in Billund, which has a drop tower inside of a haunted house. So we thought that was kind of a fun little, reference to the Legoland ride, and it keeps it very, very Lego focused. So I thought that was funny. But wasn't
the first version of the ride that you built, Carl. Remember, it came up out of the house. So there was just a kind of a structure, a really simple, what's the word? Like lattice structure coming up that the elevator came up out of the roof, and
so more like Willy Wonka's elevator going out the top of the thing.
Huh.
More like a traditional free fall ride, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This is good. I just want to say hi to some people in the live chat. We got a lot of people engaged here. Ryan O'Donnell, Roy Hobbs, David, Christian, Lego All Around, Tyrek, Chantel, Tooth Dominoes. Hey, Neek is in the house. Aiden,
it's time for you to go to bed, Neek.
Braden, the Brickmasters, all Lego All Around. Someone has a YouTube channel called The Brickmasters. Ben Kahn, one of our moderators. Thank you so much for being here, Ben. Steven, we got a ton, man. We got so many people in here. But I did have a question. This comes from, where was it? Welcome to Euphoria. I don't know if this is something you guys can answer or not, but what's the thing with this being an 18 plus set? Is that the new code for AFOL? What is in the set that makes it 18 plus? And I guess my question that's related to that is about the creator expert logo. So what part of that question sounds interesting to you, and how would you answer it?
You got to build it to find the 18 plus part.
Oh. Is that like I asked the guys Milan and who was do you know who the graphic designer was on the Pirates of Barracuda Bay?
Yeah.
Austin. Yeah, I asked those guys.
Our same designer.
He's the graphic designer from this model as well.
We should have had him on. Guy. We should have had him on. But I feel like I can ask you guys. For some reason, I feel like I can disrupt your lives. And Austin, I feel like I should respect his privacy.
That's probably true.
I don't know if that's true or not. But they said, I asked them about there's a lot of bottles in that set, and one of them said, I think it was Milan, said, yeah, but they're all empty, aren't they? And I was like, well, okay. Yeah, so I look forward to seeing what you mean by the 18 and up element. Anything about the creator expert logo? If that's not an interesting question, we don't have to talk about it. I saw someone asking it somewhere last night, and thanks to Stephen W. Howard for a $2 super chat.
Yes, $2.
Steven said, I see Tiago has been asking, why did you kill him? Oh yeah. Tiago's been laughing it up for the last couple days about being dead.
Where did he get the idea that TC is anything about him? Those are just some cool letters we saw in the Ship in the Bottle set.
Well, in his own video about the Ship in the Bottle, he says TC stands for the company.
The company. I thought it stood for Jake Sadovich.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Tiago, I love you. Am I saying his name right, Tiago?
I think it's pronounced T. Doggins.
T. Doggins. Okay, yeah. T. Doggins. Love seeing your stuff every single day. Let's see. John Robinson says, "Is this part of the Fairground series?" I think it is officially, right? It actually says
it's the only one that says that on the box. Isn't it?
So this is actually the very first Fairground.
It's the only Fairground collection set.
There we go. Good. And let's see. What is the weird contraption with the diamond inside? Let's see.
You see, that's something that you're just going to have to wait and find out.
Is that the blue? Is that the blue thing? Someone asked me last night what is the blue relic.
I'll have to say that there's a few more secret. There's a few more secret hints inside of the building instructions. So if you can figure out what it is later,
wow,
then it's a special journey for you to go on.
You guys are taking us on a wild ride, and so the next question from Anonymous is, who do you think you are?
Well, obviously Samuel von Baron.
Okay, that leads me to, is Baron von Baron, Samuel von Baron, Sam Sinister, are they all the same person?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Look, we can only know what we can glean from the archaeological finds that we make, the historical record, but never be 100% sure.
I mean, these ancient texts that we're looking at, like the Lego magazine, is so ancient that it's impossible to know if it's really happened or not.
So when we were making this model, just to give a little bit more context,
are you trying to answer the actual question?
I'm about to say something really cool.
Hey, I'm interested in all of this. Carl, I don't know if you know this or not, but Mike Psiaki actually knows more about the history of the parts catalog and the product line than anyone else in the worworld. I don't know if you knew that.
I believe it.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. Oh man, I hope I never said that.
No, I just said it.
Okay, when we were making this model, we were sitting with a group of designers that included two guys that worked on the original Johnny Thunder line. I think that Henrik was actually in charge of it. Is that Is that right? Henrik was in charge of it. Enrico, that was some of the first products he did. And there's now I'm going to go off on a big tangent because this is my favorite story about a Lego set, the history of a Lego set in the whole world. Do you know Baron von Baron's biplane? Is there any way we can pull that up?
Yeah, you talk for a minute and I'll pull it up.
You got to see a picture of Baron von Baron's biplane. That's the first Lego set that Rico ever made. And it's cool because it's like black and dark gray, and it's got the rifles on the wings. And I think Baron von Baron might even be in a flight, like a leather flight cap instead of his regular sun helmet. And it's got that really great classic tail element. Okay, look closely at this. Rico told me this story about this model. Look at the 2x3 slope behind Mr. Von Baron. Do you see that? You see how it's sloping up towards the tail? That's wrong. It's meant to be the other way around.
Whoa.
Yeah. And Rico didn't notice it got turned around when it went to photo. And by the time he realized it was turned around, it was too late. So that's just how the model is. And when I saw it as a kid, I never thought that it was weird. But now that I look at it, I can't help but see that it's the wrong way around.
Wow. That's shocking.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. I don't know if Rico wanted me to tell that story. I hope he's not mad at me.
All right. How often does that kind of thing?
Look at that. 4 guns. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a this had never been done before, right? It was it was unprecedented. And I mean, those rifles hadn't been around for very long, right? They had just come out like a couple years before that with the Wild West stuff, or
1995 or 96.
Okay, so 2 or 3 years before. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. That's awesome. Hey, Jeff McElwee, one of the longtime supporters of Boone Builds here, says, what was left out that you wanted to add but couldn't? Was there anything? I asked Milan and Austin about the monkey, and they said they wanted so badly to put the monkey in the Barracuda Bay, and it wasn't gonna happen. Was there anything like that for you guys with the haunted house here?
I think
Carl insisted that there be more floors on it, but it does not work very well. More floors.
Oh yeah, the really, really tall one. I wanted it to be 12 floors tall, but we just couldn't quite afford that. I've seen a few comments about the ghost minifigures, and part of the reason why we don't have the old style ghosts is because we just simply don't make that part anymore. So that happens to different things. It's the same with the monkey. It's sometimes we'll stop making something, and then it just doesn't work out to have it in a new set.
So Carl, you wanted the drop to be longer, right? Is that what you mean by more floors?
Yeah, well, you saw the designer video, right? I made that one with what is that, 25 floors or something?
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like the actual product, you would have liked it to be taller.
Maybe
you
just
can't
a
say
little
that.
bit, just a little bit.
Well, Jeff McElwee, thank you so much for the $5 support for the chat. Roy Hobbs with a $9.99 support for the live chat. Thank you so much, Roy.
That's almost 10.
Sorry, every time I do that, it covers up Mike's face.
That's
so
fine.
we're gonna go to here. Oh, but Mike, you did such a good job framing yourself so well with the blue Volkswagen back there. Roy says, what years did Carl and Mike start at Lego? How long have you been at Lego? We're now we're into the fluff. No, I'm just kidding. Roy, thank you.
All the nonsense.
Roy, thank you so much for your $9.99. I always guarantee here on Boone Builds, if you give money, I'm happy to insult you. But
that's how you keep coming back.
Seriously, thank you, Roy. So what do you think, guys? What's the answer to this one?
I started at Lego in 2012, so I'm coming up on, that was in August, so I'm coming up on 8 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I started in 2014 in April, so just past 6 years.
Congratulations.
Just a little bit ago. So big fun.
Congratulations, you guys. Good job. Earlier in the live chat, I said something like I was typing to people and I was trying to listen. Mike, you were telling a compelling story about something, and I said
something good.
I said something in the chat. In the chat, I was like, hey everybody, if you have questions for the designers, put them in the chat. But I was listening to you, and I was multitasking, and what I typed was, put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to guess. When what I meant to say was, put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to ask. But wouldn't it be funny if I took all of your questions and didn't let you guys answer them, and I just guessed? And then
I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, you're gonna guess the answers, and then we'll say like how well we'll grade you. We'll grade your guess.
I mean, what I say is your guess is as good as mine, right?
Oh, all right. I am a teenager and really interested in Lego. What is some advice on getting a job like yours in the Lego
Oh, look at
company?
that icon. That's red creatures turned green. I'd recognize that anywhere. May upgrade a little bit too.
What do you think, Mike? Should we call our boss?
You can't have my job.
A job similar to yours, Mike.
Yeah.
He's not saying he wants your exact job.
Okay,
It's
I
a
get
job
it.
like
All right.
yours.
Okay, I get it.
Mike sometimes he reads
Sorry.
something a little bit too fast and he doesn't see all the words.
Yeah.
One thing I'd say build a lot.
Yeah. Build a lot.
Build.
And I think there's a few things that I say. I have some standard answers for this, and I'm going to try to make them more interesting because I've said them a lot. One thing that is really good practice and will let you know whether or not you actually want to do this is you should try building some things that you don't want to build. Like go ask your mom or your sister or your brother or a friend what they think you should build and then try to make that. And if you can have fun doing that, then I think you can have fun being a Lego designer, because it's not like we just get to sit around and do exactly what we want to do. We, to some extent, get told what we're going to make. And of course we get to give our ideas and we get to give input. But at the end of the day, when you get told what you're going to make, you have to do that. You can't say, I don't feel like making that. I'm going to go do something else. So that can be hard for some people, like Carl. When he was told to make, what was this originally supposed to be? I forgot.
I think it was a fairground style free fall tower with no theming, is what they originally told me.
Yeah. No, that's one piece of advice. The second piece of advice is, I think it really helps if you learn to be creative with what you have, because people think that when you make a Lego model, you just get unlimited resources when you're designing a set, and that's not true. It's different resources than say, oh, I only have 1x2 bricks in red in my collection, so I cannot make a green house. Or yeah, that's kind of a silly example, but
I liked it.
Different limitations, but you still have to work with a lot of limitations when you're making a Lego set. Like you got to be able to make it so that a person of the right age can put it together, and you have to make sure that you're making all the different people happy that have kind of given input on it. So I think that you should see the limitations that you have in terms of, let's say, your parts collection as a good thing, and not sit there and think, oh, I don't have the right pieces to make the thing I want, therefore I won't do it. Try to find a way to make the thing using what you have. It forces you to be creative. I remember way back in the day, I think in 2007 or something, or 2006, I built a model of a F-15 Eagle. And I remember people talking about the way that I'd done the wings was being really, really creative and clever, because I'd used like a 1x4. Remember those old finger hinge plates? It was a 1x4 tile that had finger hinges on top of it. And I'd use that on the wing, and it looked like these kind of cool flap details, or not, like little fin details on the wing. But I only used it because I didn't have a 1x4 tile. I would have just used a 1x4 tile if I had one, but I was running out of tiles. So I was just like, this is more smooth than a plate. I'll use this. But then people looked at it, they thought it was really cool, and that was not my intention at all. So sometimes you may find that the limitations you have actually end up making the models you build even cooler than what you would have done had you had unlimited resources. So yeah, there it is. What a great piece.
I'm just blindly clicking on stuff. I have no idea what's going to pop up.
Oh boy.
Carl, what's your advice?
Sorry, what were
do,
you guys
do a lot
talking
of
about?
geometry. Do a lot of geometry.
Yeah, see, I don't understand geometry. Mike does, and I'm embarrassed.
And look at me.
Yeah, look at Mike.
All this Lego. Yeah.
With his knowledge of geometry, he knows more about the Lego catalog of elements than any person living or dead.
This is actually an interesting segue to our next super chat from Ewok. Thank you for the $5, Ewok. Can Carl show why it requires 2 power functions motors for the function to operate? But the second part is the part I'm interested. Also, does Mike see the world through a lens of Lego geometry?
Oh, which one do you want us to answer first?
Well, it sounds like it's a
Carl, I think we should switch.
Answer simultaneously. Oh no, that's a good idea, Mike. Mike, you answer the question about Carl, and Carl, you answer the question about Mike.
So the good
3, 2, 1.
What I would like to say, when Mike looks into the world around him, and just can you pantomime a little bit? Just gaze around, Mike, into the world. When Mike sees a shape, a normal person would see a shape. Mike instead sees a Lego brick.
2x4, 1x6, bow with stud.
He's just making stuff up now.
Go on.
Sometimes
sometimes he sees a brick that doesn't exist yet.
Oh my goodness.
And sometimes he gets to make that brick.
That's true.
You got one right behind you that you made, don't you? Right, just over your other shoulder.
Sorry, I can't tell left and right.
I know.
The one that always gets me. I know this is a regional place, so you guys might not know what it is, but oh no, what happened? Where am I?
Hello, Boone.
I'm going wrong.
Are we still?
I see Boone.
I see Boone. I see Carl. I see.
Why is this so hard for me? Open image in new tab. That's what I want. Are you guys? This is one of my favorite local haunts. It's Sherry's Bakery, and the pie case. Every time I look at that pie case, I can't help but see the pies inside. And then my second thought is those big rounded glass things are Lego pieces.
I see it.
So there you go. That's a little look.
Yep. I see it. TIE Fighter windscreens. I see it.
Yep. All right. That's awesome. Here's another.
Wait. We got to talk about the power functions.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So this is I know things are a little bit confusing right now because we just recently introduced Powered Up. So there's Powered Up. Carl, correct me if I'm wrong here. That Powered Up is our new motor control system. So the haunted house works with 2 Powered Up motors and then a Powered Up hub. So you could use the boost hub. Is that right, Carl? You could use the boost hub if you wanted.
Yes.
Or you can use a regular hub that comes with the train so that you can just get on shop.lego.com.
This is the one that it's going to be programmed for. So there'll be a remote control interface inside Powered Up.
So
for these motors.
If you wanted to write your own software, which I know sounds really daunting, but in the Boost app or the Powered Up app, it's actually really easy to do.
I will do it.
You can run this with one motor, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
The second motor is for the fun. And right, Carl?
It was your idea. I don't know why we put that other one in there. I'm placing the full and complete blame for the second motor.
No, I'm saying we don't want to say what it does.
I know. I'm just saying it was your idea to have
okay,
2.
So the second motor performs a secret function.
I don't know. I think secret might be pushing it.
I think it's confidential, the function.
Yeah. Confidential function.
Confidential function. It's very much related to the free fall ride.
Okay.
So the second motor does that. And then you could, with some modification, you could also make the free fall ride operate using power functions motors instead of Powered Up motors. just a single power functions motor connected to the ride. You probably want to introduce some gearing to change the speed, because the one of the beautiful things about Powered Up is that because we are running the motors from an app, we can always control their speed. Whereas with power functions, especially if you just plug directly into the simple battery box, your motor can only ever run at one speed. So we then need to build more complicated drivetrains in order to get the functions running at the speed you want. So that's something about the Powered Up system that we took advantage of here with this model. And if you want to use your powered, I get this. It's so hard to get right. If you want to use your power functions,
I think it's Power Rangers.
If you want to use your power functions, build a little bit of a gear train so that you can slow the ride down a bit, because I think it will go incredibly fast if you just plug straight in with the power functions motor.
But in the box, we get no motors. Is that correct?
That's correct. Just like just like all the other rides.
Like all the other rides.
And it is quite fun. And I say this honestly, I wasn't paid to say this, although I am paid by Lego. It's quite fun to play with without the motor, I would say.
Awesome.
You can sit there and have a grand old time with that drop ride.
That's fantastic.
So much.
I'm so looking forward to this one. I'm really looking forward to it. Karen Psiaki says, "How much do I have to pay to get Mike to cut his hair live?"
What? Karen, go to bed. What are you doing?
The number you would have to pay me to get Mike to cut his hair live is very low. But I imagine that the number you would have to pay Mike to get his hair to cut. What's your answer?
Who is Karen Psiaki?
Maybe it's Psiaki. Psiaki. Psiaki.
She better watch it.
Roy Hobbs with another $9.99.
What? Big Roy, big spender. Jesus Christ.
What was your biggest surprise about living in Denmark? These are the kind of questions I ask. I feel like I don't know. Nobody asks the question, what was your biggest surprise about living in Denmark, unless they believe they're going to live in Denmark someday. Is that true? That's what I think. But nonetheless,
nice.
That doesn't say anything about you. What was your biggest surprise about living in Denmark?
I think for me, it was just like day-to-day stuff, like figuring out where they keep everything at the grocery store. Like I thought it was going to be the language barrier, but most Danes speak almost perfect English.
But that's not a surprise, Carl.
What?
That's just
the
biggest.
No, I didn't say that was the surprise.
Yeah, you did. You just did.
I think the surprise. What?
The biggest surprise is how few surprises there are. Right?
Yeah.
It's not that different here. Right? Or am I wrong on that? Hello? Mr. Barron.
Hello?
I don't know. I think like when I thought, I'm moving to Denmark, I'm moving to a foreign country. They speak a different language. They like everything is going to be different. And it wasn't actually nearly as different as I thought. So that was the surprise to me. I know that's a boring surprise, but it was pretty strange. Not strange, surprising. Thus,
there you go. It's not a surprise, but it is surprising.
It was surprising that it sounds quite naive, but the supermarkets are pretty much the same. Everything's just in a different language. They have everything that we have where I'm from. It's all just a little bit different. So
they have YouTube.
Here. I think I might have expected everything to be built out of Lego or something.
Brett Hooper says no Taco Bell.
He cuts me deep. He's cutting me deep.
Oh,
and
I gotta go. I can't even.
Maniac for Bricks asked the question, and I thought this was a standalone question. Maniac for Bricks says, "Will the dinosaur toy eat the hair?" And I didn't understand that question until I saw the previous comment was from Tiago. What did you say, T-Doggo?
T-Doggins.
T-Doggins. Karen just get him a dinosaur toy, he'll do it willingly.
I don't get that.
You don't get that? Oh, good. Neither do
I do like dinosaurs.
Now, here's another one. This is from Tooth Dominoes. The food was definitely a surprise.
Boy.
But I have a question here. So here's a serious question about something that we're actually doing here, and I've lost my thing. I had some great pictures of the set over here, and I've done too much like looking around at other stuff.
Oh,
And
other
now,
stuff.
Now I don't see
Boone.
it anywhere. No, I just the thing,
He's on the Mega Bloks website.
no, it was when we were looking at the airplane. We were looking at the airplane with all the rifles on it, and
You started shopping for guns or what?
And the fire coming out of the side.
I'm just in that 1x4 with the teeth coming out of the top. I just looked at. Okay, let's see. Lego Haunted House. We're gonna pull it back up here. This is a one-man show, everybody. So I'm just I don't have a John Hanlon to run the pictures while I'm talking.
I get it. It's a YouTube joke.
Here we go. Well, it's certainly an inside Lego fans YouTube joke. All right. So we've got some pictures here, and I bring this up because Tooth Dominoes asks, I never know. I know who that is, and we know who that is, and we've already mentioned his name. But I never know if it's okay for me to talk about people in with their real life names when I'm on YouTube and they have some other name on YouTube. But so I'll just say this is a completely unrelated person. Is this a Neek minifigure?
I was gonna have to say yes.
Really?
So it was actually Neek who did all the minifigures.
Ah.
So he because for this set we didn't make any new minifigures besides the ghost. So everything else was all sort of hot swapped minifigure parts from other ones that pre-existed, and so when you do that, sometimes maybe you have a little bit of fun making a few people that you may or may not know, and get them in there.
Especially like this when with the fairground rides, it's especially fun because you have ride patrons, right? And then they don't need to fit a specific theme or anything because they're just your regular folk coming in and going on the ride. So then we have a lot of leeway as to what different characters we put in. So Neek had quite a lot of fun making all the different patrons for this one.
All right, well let's just
glance at the island hopper behind you, Carl.
Yep,
get that on the screen.
Let's glance at all of these. Holly does say that's Neek, it's obvious. Haven't we paid you enough for a producer yet, Boone? Maybe we're borderline there, but not a producer that's willing to come here and do this at my whim during quarantine.
Yes.
So no, the answer is not yet. All right, so who is this dapper gentleman with a top hat?
Well, it could possibly. Some people say that this might be the remains of Sam Sinister. But some people also say that there was once a third twin butler. So nobody knows for sure.
Wow. How about this?
This one is actually me because I died making this set.
Are you the only person who died making this set?
I'm a ghost.
Wow. You're so pale.
You're a person playing a ghost.
And here we have
this is Mike Psiaki.
Oh, wait a second.
That's me. Or wait, is that Milan? I can't tell.
Oh yeah, I can't tell. So Mike Psiaki and Milan Madge are both the same minifigure. But they're also twins.
Let me ask you this. Do two of this figure actually come with the set?
Yes.
Carl, you can't just say it.
I forgot it was a secret.
We gotta get people to buy it.
It was a spooky secret.
Buy it and look inside. Maybe the other ones.
Maybe look in the box. There was either one or two.
Milan says, "Who is the third twin?"
No.
No. The answer is no.
No.
All right. How about this, chap?
So a little backstory on these next two, I believe. If you go to the next one and back again.
Yep.
Yeah. So right when I first was working on this set.
I think I know who this is, by the way.
Oh.
From clues on Facebook, but go on. I'm not going to say.
So there's a lot of people that helped on the set, as you saw in our videos and stuff. Now, Justin Ramsden did not help. But he did very nicely, and right at the beginning of when I was working on it, ask, "Please, sir, can I have a minifigure in the set?"
Wow.
As I said, if you pick what the minifigure is, that's fine with me. So that is this minifigure.
And he decided to be in a wheelchair, or you put him in a wheelchair?
That is a spooky secret.
Oh my goodness. There's so much.
Carl, I feel like there's a lot in this set, like with the TC gravestone and this guy in the wheelchair. I feel like you're sending a lot of strange messages with this model. What's going on?
You saw in the video. I mean, I really sympathize with how evil Baron von Baron is. Notice I said is. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, bum, bum, bum. Holly says $9.99.
Oh no.
Super chat. Thank you so much, Holly. Fundraiser for Danny as producer. Yes. That's we're moving in that direction, but there's also children in the house and her other full-time job that has to be done from home. So thank you so much. And the more of this that happens, the more likely that is a future reality. So thank you so much. And I will certainly tell Danny that your appreciation was shown in the live stream today. Okay, so then what's the N? Is that NB?
Yeah, so this was a little fun zip that Neek had the idea to do, which was to sort of give a connection between Hidden Side and this haunted house, because we've got spooky ghosts in Hidden Side, we've got a spooky haunted house over here. We did do some talks with the two groups about like doing some kind of something with the Hidden Side app, but it turns out that just when you come in quite late and ask for something like that, that doesn't really work too well. But we still wanted to do something fun with it. So this is a Newberry High Letterman jacket that she's wearing. So supposedly this exists in the same, Lego world.
Wow. This is amazing. I've seen some YouTubes out there already. I haven't actually watched all of them, but I've seen some come across my feed of like, the 1,500 Easter eggs that are in the Lego haunted house set.
And they haven't found them all. I watched them. There's some extras.
Yeah.
Don't give us away.
There's spooky secrets.
Okay, awesome. So is this a particular person, or is this just
I believe gal? This person is Jim, another fellow Lego designer.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's
I don't know.
Those
I don't
are my
know who
suspicions.
That was.
How about this?
So
you know who this looks like? This looks like Kara from season 1 of Lego Masters USA.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I understand. So this is actually one of our project managers, Sana, and she actually was working on the rocket with me and Mike.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed that you're able. I'm amazed you're allowed to talk about all this. That all of these.
Well, we're probably not.
Probably not.
This is the last time.
What about this?
This one's actually patterned after my wife.
Oh,
Christy. So, you're welcome.
That's precious.
She doesn't like Lego.
Yeah, that's why she's so upset in this picture.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
It's
the face she made when Carl told her he'd made her as a minifigure.
amazing.
Ugh.
We have another question from Anonymous. I don't think I've asked this one yet. What were you thinking?
Yes.
When? What were we thinking?
I remember thinking, I do remember distinctly thinking, what?
Oh, let's see.
I
All right.
remember- I remember thinking about all those triangles and the roofs. Oh, man. I love
Okay,
it.
hold on. Actually, you know what? I skipped over. We went straight to the minifigures, and I skipped over a couple of interesting images. So we got the box. The box is beautiful. It's wonderful. I love that kind of Greebledy image down there at the bottom.
Little stripe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just. I mean, the way this thing opens up, I almost can't wrap my head around it. Okay, so now I can. So it's like
Yeah, well, that took a
That was
while.
tough. That was really tough.
Nope.
so basically you've got sort of like that A-frame roof going from the back to the front that sort of does it kind of share like an axis with the tower, or is the tower offset a bit? Let's go.
I think the tower's offset to one side a little bit.
Okay, and then it's sort of like there's an extra wing that comes off to one side, and when you open that up, you sort of get these. It's just really dynamic to me because you sort of think of like the traditional dollhouse opens up, or the toy, whatever kinds of toy houses open up, and then you get sort of like this symmetrical thing going on. But this is a cool, different thing. And there's that chimney way over there with the fireplace on the far side there. This is interesting to me because can I zoom in on this? I should be able to. Yeah. Oh,
We've
see what
allowed
it
you to
does?
zoom in on.
look what it does to me. It's like I can't. It's like no matter what I do, whatever
There's
this
also,
thing is. What's that?
are you allowed to go on Lego.com or?
Oh yeah, could I go on Lego.com? I don't know. I just Googled. Here, okay, let's do this.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I don't know if you've been banned for some reason.
No, I don't think so.
That happened to Mike once.
Lego. Oh, I guess I'm already at Lego. I don't have to type that.
Lego Haunted
House.
House.
There it
Yes,
is.
number one.
There it is.
You
It's
did it.
coming. Does it say
You
when?
got it.
June 1st. Hey, that seems very soon.
Yeah, well, it's May 20 for VIP members. So
Okay, let me
There we go.
do this. And so is it possible? It's not really possible to play with that fireplace as a complete unit, right? Because if you put it to if you close those things together to complete the fireplace, you've now left yourself outside of the building. Is that true?
you can still peek
not
around
quite.
in there.
Okay.
There's about 3 modules. If you look over by the doors, there's like a little plate in the corner there.
Oh
So
yeah.
There's a little bit of space in it. So it's what we call peeking play.
Okay.
I am curious to see. I would love a demonstration of how you play with the fireplaces in Lego houses, but
Me?
yeah,
Mike,
I will consider that a challenge.
like you rake the coals and kind of put in some new. Or what is the?
it's stoking
Yeah, okay.
play.
All right, listen.
It's
These are
stoking
my
play.
No, I was
three.
just wondering.
These are my three to do the three things on my to-do list are write a code for making this work with one motor,
Yeah.
incorporating into the video a demonstration for you, Michael, aka Mike Psiaki, for how a person might play with the fireplace.
Correct. Yeah, that should be its own
and
video.
then-
That needs at least 20 minutes.
And then the
Yeah.
third thing on
I'll
my to-do
play
list, which
Fireplace.
the third thing on my to-do list is to what was it? Pull Mario's brain out through his
boy.
overalls.
So we're still talking about
those-
Egyptian stuff.
Those are the only things I have to do in the next 2 months. Okay, that's awesome. And then let's see. Oh, these pictures are so much better. What was I doing on that other dumb site? Oh, look at this.
That's a great view.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so you talked a little bit about the organ in the announcement video, or did I see that somewhere else?
Yeah, I think that's either in the video or the press release. Yes.
It's
So
beautiful.
it was fun. Now, like I said, or we've called it the organ of Caterino, because me and Tiago were working on it together. And it was actually kind of fun because we do these things called the kickoff, where sort of the whole group goes and does some kind of event or something, sort of a team building thing. And so it was creator and creator expert went together, and then me and Tiago are just looking at stuff in the toy store, and I saw a little toy keyboard, and so I play a little bit on the toy keyboard, and then Tiago reached over and he just started going absolutely nuts on the toy keyboard. And I'm like, what's going on here? And he's like, yeah, I'm a professionally classically trained organist, so no big deal. I'm like, what? Tiago, cool your jets a little bit. We all want to be cool too. So then when I knew I wanted to build an organ, I figured I might as well just go talk to him about it a little bit and see if there's any organ faux pas that I can avoid, because the last thing I want is the professional organist community just getting really riled up about this, because they are a very powerful lobby.
Let me ask you this. I thought you had a piano behind you. Do you have a piano behind you, or is that an organ? Are there pull rods on that device behind you?
Yeah, this is actually a Jope Andreasen 1916. What's called a reed organ.
Wow.
So it uses a bellows-powered vacuum to suck air through essentially a bunch of accordion reeds.
In the same musical family as the accordion.
Yeah, it's the mechanics are exactly the same.
All right, we can't go down this road.
I'm ready.
Yeah, please do not. I will leave.
What? Someone
You've
had
heard it all before.
Someone had a great question, and now I don't see it anywhere. What? Oh, it was after this. Brickanista said, "How did you decide which costumes the designers would wear for the cosplay video?"
Well, I just told them all what to do because I'm in charge. Remember, Mike?
I gotta see if I can. I gotta see if I can. Picture. You guys keep talking.
I'm the lead designer.
Yep. Keep telling yourself that.
I also saw some other questions about where I got this costume. It's very cheap and very shoddy. So I bought the shirt years ago because I was being a zookeeper for Halloween, and then I got these like cheapo epaulets on Amazon, and then this hat I actually bought in town for $5 or something.
Carl, what was the number you wanted me to show? I just found those pictures.
Just like the one where we're all looking in different directions.
Shoot.
Whatever.
Is this gonna be a spoiler, or should I?
You know what? This is up to you. You decide. I'd say if we get a $50 tip for Boone, we show the picture. That's how these things work, right?
All right, that's how it works.
Oh, Carl! Wow, you're a real professional.
Apparently, Carl and Mike have a picture to show for a $50 super chat.
Wait, hold on. First of all, I have not found the picture.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're ruining it.
Second of all, I don't even know if I can share it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to. Sorry.
You just send it to Boone in Facebook Messenger, right? Oh, sorry. Can you say Facebook on here? I don't know if it's YouTube or Facebook. How does this thing to shut us down?
We're on YouTube and Facebook currently.
Oh no.
And also down at the bottom of your screen, you've got like mute, stop cam, mic. Do you have one there that says share screen?
Oh boy, Boone, this is highly confidential screens we're running from.
I'm not sharing any. I'm not sharing any screens.
Okay.
This is
wow.
A little tip for everyone at home. This is my office that I'm broadcasting from. This is where I work every day. So anything outside the realm of this camera
Oh,
That's why I'm not wearing my glasses, so there's no reflections for confidential information to bounce back into the.
Oh, you're good, Carl. You're good.
Hey,
Mike, what are you doing? I can see your screen in your glasses.
While Mike looks for that, here's a completely unrelated update. I was speaking with a Beyond the Brick franchisee and asking, we were just kind of discussing about like things reopening from the quarantine, and I said, hey, do you think the bulk tables will be back someday, or will that be gone forever after this? And I do not have this person's permission to say this, so I won't say who it is or which location they're specifically talking about. And their response simply was, they will be back, which is music to my ears, because I'll be honest, it was a bulk table of used Lego somewhere that got me re-engaged with the hobby and helped me begin collecting my brick collection. So one of the saddest parts of quarantine to me is that there's no place I can go to just dig through used Lego pieces and throw someone my money. Lego All Around says, are you named after Daniel Boone? Boone, are you named after Daniel Boone? No, I'm not. Wait a second. Blair. Blair says bulk is on, Boone. What do you mean, Blair? Bulk is on. Someone already has it open?
We got to know, Blair.
Give us the hot tip. This isn't good for anyone in Denmark or any other part of the world. We're talking local Portland, Oregon.
What?
Great.
All right. Well, I'll see you later.
Milan, do you know what Milan's talking about? I didn't know you worked. Who's he talking about?
Yes, he's talking to me. Because I said I work from here every day, and he said I didn't know you worked.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
Well, surprise, Milan.
Oh, have I been saying it wrong this whole time, Milan?
We never figured it out.
We got made fun of for the way we said his name so much at work that I started calling him Melange, like the spice in. Have you ever read the novel Dune?
I've heard of it.
Have you heard of it or seen the 1984 David Lynch movie Dune?
What about that other really long miniseries they made, Dune?
Or that miniseries Dune 2000? In Dune, there's a drug, I guess you would call it, called melange, the spice melange. So I started calling him Melange, and that has transformed into the spice.
Wow, the spice. I like that one.
He's officially the only one of our friends with a cool nickname.
I love this. I love this in a chat on a live stream now. We're an hour and 7 minutes in. I can throw this kind of thing up here. Elhanan says, hey, Boone, what's up? How's it going?
What?
Not much, Elhanan.
What'd you have for lunch?
I haven't had lunch yet. It's 12:09 here. I need to go eat lunch. But someone did ask. Someone did ask. Holly says Milan's just Milan chair's just
Milan.
The spice.
Malad.
The spice is just trolling Carl. Okay. Here's from Blair. Yes, sir. Not just yet, but bricks and minifigs will have it. Yep. Okay. Good. That's what I'm hearing. Awesome. And someone else. There was one other thing that I saw in here. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody asked, and I can't find it now. But someone asked about. I don't know the question verbatim, but it was like, what do you think about the monkey kid? And I think the underlying question is, how do you feel about a brand new full-fledged theme coming and stealing away the excitement just a day after the haunted house?
It didn't steal any of my excitement.
Oh, good.
I mean, I think it's cool, but like I said, and I was telling Boone earlier, I'm just on the internet all the time now, reading comments, looking at comments. I sent a tweet yesterday.
Whoa.
You guys tried that?
Wow.
No, I actually haven't.
Hold on. I need to follow you.
Oh, maybe I didn't send one. I think I just reply. I retweeted to a tweet. Is that right?
Oh,
Tweeted.
Is it 2 R's?
Somebody sent me a tweet, and then I tweeted something. I don't know what I did.
Are you Brick Laboratory?
That is correct. This is my previous brand that I created for myself, and then immediately stopped using when I moved.
Because one time you built a microscope out of Lego.
Yep.
Let's see. Follow.
Yes, I got him. I got Boone. I did it,
I
Mike.
followed you.
How does that make you feel?
Brick Laboratory.
I feel proud of you.
I just got it on my phone. This is live, everyone, in case you're wondering, not pre-recorded.
All right. We are going to just take a couple more questions here, and then I think we'll wrap up so that I can eat some lunch. So in the chat, this is the speed round. Do you have any final questions for Carl and Mike before we boot them out of the live stream? Actually, I'm going to boot all of you out of the live stream, and then it'll just be Boone and Carl and Mike talking privately about all of the real secrets.
Oh boy, I got you guys. We got to mention at Brick Laboratory more often. I'm getting all kinds of stuff on here. Hey everyone,
really?
At Brick Laboratory. Is this how this works?
Oh yeah. What's up, Lego fans?
What's up, keyboard fans? It's me, Carl, here to talk to you about this 1916 Yo P. Andreasen organ.
Isn't there aren't you disallowed from like doing that stuff? You probably can't like earn any money, or I won't make you answer that question.
Well,
all right.
we're not allowed to use money in Denmark. It's just Lego bricks.
All right, I've seen a couple people in the chat, so we just gotta give a shout out to some of the boys in the Bearded Brick Brigade. Guys, I hope you're having fun out there.
What is this? What am I missing? Am I missing some
Stay
stuff
strong.
Here?
I think you can get in there, Boone. They let me in. I have a mustache.
But I think I'm in there, but where am I seeing that? Or why am I missing? You saw that in the live chat?
I've just seen some of them making some comments in there, so I just wanted to say.
I see.
Keep the beards strong.
Keep the beard strong. One of my coworkers grew, and I won't say who because I'm all about that GDPR. One of my coworkers grew an amazing, what we call Corona beard, and he just shaved it off 2 days ago, and it made me so sad. It was a really great beard. So don't stay strong.
TC.
Strong.
We say TC now instead of RIP.
Yeah, TC.
I'll go ahead and answer. I'll answer this one. Chantel Miller says, Boone, what is one of the best Lego deals you found? I just think, generally speaking, the classic boxes when you can find them. Why are you laughing?
I was just reading Kevin's comment.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I think when you can
Hinkster?
when you can find the here, okay, we'll go there. When you can find the classic
Shout out
boxes,
to Kevin Hinkle.
Usually around Christmas time they go on crazy sales, and then it's like the best parts value. Mr. Hinkledraw says, is Mike modeling on romance novel covers now? Yeah, but only Danish romance novel covers, so you wouldn't be able to see them.
You won't be able to read them.
Wait. Can I say something?
Holy smokes! Nick Voss is in the live chat today. This is we've got a star-studded Boone Builds live stream.
We got them all.
John Robbins said, are you guys working on any new creator modular buildings soon? My question is, how often do you get that question?
Can I just say no, we are not working on any creator modular buildings.
That's
just true.
I was going to start out.
Mad Raptor says, what other themes have you worked on?
Is he talking to me?
I think he's talking to Boone.
Oh, yeah, Boone. Which theme did you work on? Should we actually answer one question?
Bricklink ADP? The Bricklink ADP?
It's allowed.
Nice.
That's my one theme. That's the one theme I've worked on.
I started out working on Creator 3-in-1. I made a few different models there, and then I've been working in Creator Expert nearly since then. But I've helped out here and there on other things. I've done a bit of work in ideas with the rocket, and then helped out on some other models there. And I don't know. I feel like I've never officially designed a set for other lines than that, but I point to a lot of parts of sets I've built.
And then I started on Minecraft. While I was working on that, I did some Mixels. Then I went to Boost and did Boost and Star Wars Boost, Droid Commander, Creator Expert with working a bit on the roller coaster and also on the diner with Mike, and also any other set that Mike may be looking at. Usually I just go help, so to speak. And then actually recently I am now working on Lego Super Mario.
Super Mario?
That's correct.
Justin Ramsden is
wow, everyone's in this.
Is in the live chat, and all he said was Holly. And so apparently he has time to come and watch this and comment in the live chat, but is not able to get around to getting back to me about whether he'll be on my live stream or not.
Well,
sorry, Justin.
Did you invite him?
Yeah, but it was like just last night. Like, we've been talking about it on and off. We've been like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. I want to have you. Yeah, I want to do it. And then just last night I was like, all right, I want to see if I can make this Friday thing, because I'm just taking a few weeks off of a live stream I call A Full Spotlight. And I thought it would be cool, since y'all are on such a drastically different time zone, I thought it would be cool if I could just do a few weeks of like product designer, interviews. But it was literally like less than 24 hours ago that I asked him. So I look forward to hearing from him. And I loved that we had a minifigure in your set. Holly, with another $1.99, said, "Are any of you rallying for Coraline?"
I'll answer that question for $50.
Nice, Carl. Tiago, it's good to see you too.
Bye, Tiago.
Tiago says, "Oh, why did I do that?" Tiago says, "Gotta go back to my grave. It was awesome seeing you guys. Stay sharp and keep up the awesome work. Thanks for surprising me."
No, he doesn't say surprising. Try again.
Spursing. Thanks for spursing me.
Correct. Yes.
Hey, Tiago, you never know. Tiago, you never know what future spurses are out there.
And you know what they always say? Spurse me once, I'm spursed.
You can spurse me, but don't disperse me.
Nice.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your time. Thanks so much to Dave Morgan, Ben Kahn, maybe Moto and Brett Hooper have been the moderators in today's live chat, keeping it somewhat safe, not too spooky, and fun for all the viewers. Let's see. Let's go back to a screen where we can just see all of us and not Tiago's last word.
TC.
Carl, Mike, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really look forward to this set, and please tell everyone over there that we all said hi, and I hope you're all staying safe, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, Boone. It's always
Thanks
great.
so much for having us, Boone.
Thank you. Hey, and everyone watching, until next time, go build something amazing. Thanks for
Send Boone $50.